pass now on to Jane Deighton, who's well known to most of us, I anticipate, a leading human rights solicitor at DPG Solicitors, again, a solicitor who's instructed Rajiv over many years. Jane?
Thank you, Pete. I've just come from the undercover police inquiry at which Rajiv and I have represented Dwayne Brooks and others over the last 10 years. And I'd like to tell you something about Rajiv as a barrister. And I'm going to start with a quote from Dwayne. He was reading Rajiv's draft opening statement to the undercover police inquiry. He's got it, Dwayne reflected. He's got what happened to me. He's got how I felt. He's got why it happened to me. And he's got the questions I want answers to. And he's put it in a way the inquiry will understand. I say that's Rajiv's brilliance as a barrister. In 1998, the Stephen Lawrence inquiry was due to start. Dwayne was 23 and suffering from chronic PTSD. What counsel could effectively represent him? I received a phone call from the legendary QC Courtney Griffiths. And he said this, he said, Jane, you must instruct Rajiv Menon. He's perfect, he's good, he's fearless, and his whole career in the community and as a lawyer has prepared him from this. We did instruct him. Courtney was right. Rajiv was perfect. Rajiv's warm, frank approach won Dwayne's trust. His incisive questioning unveiled the racism and incompetence of many officers, and his submissions swayed over the panel. And as we all know, the Stephen Lawrence report was a triumph. But as Deb alluded to, Rajiv did something more. He helped to build Dwayne's readiness to trust in the ability to work with the justice system and to make a difference. Dwayne went on to do just that as a local authority councillor and things like that. Rajiv has continued to represent Dwayne over these last 30 years. You don't instruct the same counsel over those years unless you have confidence in them. We do, in his rapport and his determination to represent his clients and his skill at explaining the interplay between his clients' interests, the law, and the rules of the court. Then came this prosecution of Rajiv. The consequences, as we know, go deep. For Rajiv's clients, they're kafka-esque. In the spring, we had a conference with Rajiv about the undercover policing inquiry, which was due to start a 2-month hearing. I won't forget Dwayne's face when Rajiv walked into the room. Dwayne was profoundly shocked. The reason? Rajiv had shrunk. Rajiv was visibly battered by the prosecution. He had lost 25 pounds. Dwayne's reaction was empathy and support, and, interestingly, disappointment that the judiciary could act the way it did. But it's unsettling. The defendant in one set of proceedings appearing for a client in another. Only last week, Rajiv had to excuse himself from the inquiry to attend as a defendant in his own case. It feels inexcusable that the DPP and some judges' actions have in effect intruded into Rajiv's professional obligations and put Dwayne into a position where he has to cope with the prosecution of the counsel of his choice. I hope the unfailing confidence in Rajiv by both his lay and professional clients of the last 30 years will give him some small measure of strength as he defends himself against this onslaught. Thank you.